Yo, hey, what's going on, people? I kind of wanted to do a different video today. I kind of wanted to have a conversation with you guys in the comments, because I've been seeing a lot of different shit. There's a lot of polarizing, and just overall differences of opinion, but overall the reception has been pretty good. I had a couple people, who didn't agree with me, but instead of just addressing all of them at the same time in the comment section, I don't like typing. I like to, address it by talking about it. So what I wanted to do this video is I kind of wanted to, go in the comment section, kind of see which comments interest me the most, which ones are not being redundant. I'm not going to address those. I'm going to address the ones to where, you're genuinely trying to understand where I'm coming from. So I'm going to address those. And I'm going to highlight a couple of bullshit ones too, because I believe those need to be put on Front Street. This is going to be pretty interesting. I might do these in the future if you guys want me to, keep on doing this and stuff. I like to troll comments. I like to, go back and forth with different type of people. I like having conversations. So it's funny though. But I'm not going to do it every time in the comment section. It's taxing to just sit down and type all the fucking time. So I would rather address it in video format. That way it's quick. I can read it, be done with it. I can ad lib. And yeah, it'll possibly be fun. Without further ado, let's hop into this. Let's read some comments. Oh yeah, before we get involved in the video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. There's going to be a whole lot more videos coming up later in the future to where I'm going to be showing you guys behind the scenes on certain projects that I'm working on. And I'm going to show you guys from an artist perspective how this AI system could actually be used. So I'm in the process of teaching myself right now. It's going to take a minute before I really understand the fundamentals. But once I go down the rabbit hole with something, I don't stop. The information that I'm learning from this stuff is fascinating to me. So I'm going to be teaching you guys my step process too on me learning at the same time. So we both going to be learning together. Let's hop into this. Let's read some comments. First comment we got is at 44.45. That's a timestamp. He says, "Sorry, but you're just wrong here. If you want to learn how to draw or paint or animate or 3D model or video edit or make motion graphics," that's a lot of ors, or whatever, it has never been easier than now to find those resources across so many different platforms and channels. The knowledge is out there if you spent even a fraction of a second looking for it. I mean, it's true, but it's just like, just because it's out there don't mean it's easy to find. It's not easy to find though, but okay, whatever. He said like this AI animation process is the exact opposite of inspiring people to do art. I think it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. But that's my opinion. He said it's a shortcut past all the techniques and skills you're saying you still need a trained animator to fix if they use AI as a tool. Okay, so let me bring it like this, right? I appreciate the comment, but I'm gonna have to break this down a lot. What this AI animation process does, it does not diminish people who love what they do. It doesn't diminish it at all. It's not going to diminish me. I don't care if they came up with a process to where if you push a button, you can create a whole anime just out of thin air. It's not going to diminish me as a whole in general. If you're an individual, and this is going to test a lot of people's gangster when it comes to who you really are as a person. This field, most people don't realize about me. I genuinely love what I do. I don't care if I get a cent from it. This is who I am. I don't care if I get a dime. I don't care if people even know who I am. This is how much I love doing what I do. And that's what made me different from a whole lot of other artists who do it for money and clout, notoriety and shit like that. I don't give a damn. I've been doing art so long, since I was 12 years old, and I didn't care about showing nobody. I didn't care about showing nobody. Just as long as I was doing it, it was something I love to do. So this is going to test a lot of people to see whether you really about this or not. Because if all it takes is AI coming around the corner and showing that it could do the same thing you can do, and that's enough to make you quit, I'm just going to be real with you, and I'm going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. You're not an artist in here. You're an artist when it comes to what you can get out of it. That's not being an artist to me. Okay, so next comment. Next comment, and I will keep saying it. This tech is a blessing for solo artists. I completely agree. If you know at least one or two parts of the process, be it filming, animation, drawing, special effects, etc., with the AI tools, you can work as fast as 10 people's studio or something and have faster productivity. And for the record, can easily help with, that's a big ass word, conceptualization of an idea a client wants without wasting too much time on redos. I completely agree with that. And the reason why I agree with that is because I came in an era to where digital art became a thing. And when it became time efficient, right, to have an undo button. Artists before never had an undo button. They just drew on paper, and if they made a mistake, they either had to scrap it or erase it. And even erasing is pretty bad because you still got a texture. You have a canvas that you're working on, and the more you erase, the more you damage the canvas itself. So even that became inefficient. So when digital art got introduced and the undo button existed, oh, that saved a lot of time. And then layers came involved too, to where there was a process called working non-destructively. Me as a digital artist, I put everything on a separate layer. That way, if a client wants to change something very specifically, like the hair color, like the line work, the eye shape, all that type of stuff, I can change on the fly. And I can even do it years later down the line because I got everything separated into layers. This shit made it very efficient for businesses to work. So if you got something like that, I can see why businesses would start to go that route. They're all about making shit easier and making shit more time efficient for us to work. It's not diminishing my artistic quality. It's really making me work more efficiently. Next comment says, so I think we should be careful with using words like never. I'll say it again, never. Like, see, it might take a few years or decades, but with But with high probability, we will get there. No, we will not. They said the same thing with digital art when it came to 2D. Two-dimensional artists thought that 3D, the introduction of 3D and CGI was going to be the end of two-dimensional movies, art, all that type of shit. It's not. Matter of fact, the anime industry is so big right now, and they're strictly 2D. At the end of the day, people watch anime strictly because it's two-dimensional. There's a certain charm that it has to it. We will not like anime if it's 3D. We will not like anime if it was realism or realistic and stuff like that. It doesn't give it the same feel. There will always be a market for two-dimensional, and two-dimensional came out years ago, so it's never going anywhere. So I'm gonna keep on saying it. Never, 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 never. Next comment. He said, this is just a proof of concept. Saying AI will never replace 2D artists is terribly naive. I'll say it again, never. It's not naive. It would be naive if I was a brand new artist and haven't been doing it for 12, 15 years, and then I just said it out of nowhere, and I've been in the industry for 5 years. I could see that being naive. Naive is just being blindly, oblivious of a situation that you're a part of. I've been in 5 apocalypse type events in this industry. 5 of them. I've been a part of 5 apocalypse worthy events when it came to my industry. We had a lot of shit going on with us. So from you to call me naive, you don't know me. So I'm using these words specifically. You're naive because you don't realize why I'm using it. I'm using it for a very specific reason. I've seen a lot of shit. Then he goes on and says, like, it isn't there yet. But if these guys could do this, well, think about what will have improved in 5 to 10 years. If it improves, perfect. I would love for it to improve. That would be beautiful. So yeah, I hope it does improve. Anything that starts has to improve. Digital art has to improve as well. And I was waiting for better tools to come around. Multiply tools, transform tools, skew, distort, blur, noise. Do you know how to do noise? Do you know how to draw noise? I can do it, but why would I do it if I have a tool a filter that I could just apply over my 2D art? Why not do that? Why not go down that route? I think most of these people who are making these comments are people who haven't drew a day in their life or haven't drawn professionally. If you drawn professionally, took commissions, did designs for companies and stuff like that, you will know exactly where I'm coming from. And then he said, yes, I wouldn't be so at ease. I am completely at ease. Yes, if I was still in the animation field, also, please watch the behind the scenes. None of this was quick or easy and way too much effort to previs the pitch. This is probably the first video I made. Yeah, I thought it was easy at first. I was naive until I watched the second video. What they did in this video was so advanced that most people without their tutorial wouldn't even know how to even start this shit. So yeah, this technology exists, but just because it exists doesn't mean that anybody with a dead brain will be able to pick this shit up and be able to replicate what they just did in this video. It takes talent and it takes skill and time. Okay, so the next comment is, you need to learn how to do reactions. Who the fuck are you? Shut off the artist brain and react to the video and story. Who the fuck are you talking to? Does this make any sense? You come to my video when there's probably like 90 people doing these type of videos anyway, right? But I know it's a rarity when you find an artist that actually does a reaction to this video. A real artist that does this for a living, that actually reacts to these videos. And for you to come in here in the comment section and tell me you need to learn how to do reactions. Who the fuck are you? This is my way of doing shit. Oh my God. He said, then go back, turn on the artist brain. Are you a professional? Are you a consultant? Go into a more structured reaction. That way you don't have to bounce back and forth, and you can start organizing your thoughts earlier on the first watch. No, I'm doing it my way. Now, if you would have came at me a little bit more nicer, right? The first thing you said to me is you need to learn how to do reactions. That just sounds like a disrespectful way of coming at somebody. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me, I need to learn how to do something that I chose to do in my video. I don't go to nobody else's channel and tell them, hey buddy, you need to learn how to draw.
Don't ever talk to me like that.
Then we got another person said AI will replace 2D artists this or the next 3 years. You worded that completely fucked up. Jesus Christ. You guys gotta learn how to fucking spell and write out a sentence. This dude said AI will replace 2D artists this or the next 2 years. You should have said AI will replace 2D artists in the next 3 years. That's how you should have said it. So you fucked up right there. And then you fucked up with this saying AI will replace 2D artists within the next 3 years. What's your proof of that? How do you know exactly in the next 3 years? How do you know that? Are you an expert? Do you know when shit flows? Do you know when shit, when the evolutionary needle tips towards that way and just completely forgets about us? You know when that's going to happen? You got the keys to that? You've been in the industry? You know exactly when it's happening? You people talk with so much, certainty in something that you have no clue about. Mother's basement syndrome. I made up a new term. Yeah, I'm going to call it the mother's basement syndrome. When you talk like you know something's going to happen with the utmost confidence. And you gave a specific year. You said 3 years, which means you sound like an expert right now. How do you know it's going to replace 2D artists? How? You don't, do you? So stop making comments like this. You guys don't know. Finish the video before doing analysis or speculation on the art. No. Next comment. He said, use the tech to have a base layout and then let the artist make it look legendary. Good shortcuts. This is the person who knows what he's talking about. That's the exact reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. I love shortcuts. I've been doing it through the mud for a long, long time. Can I have it easier now? Can I have the weight lifted up a little bit from my job a little bit now? Have I earned my stripes enough to have an easier job? I'm not trying to, I don't have pride to be like, no, I want to do it the old ways because I believe that's the best way. And I believe I got to do every single thing myself. No, I want my job to be easier. I've said this before. And the only people who aren't thinking this way are people who haven't did it in a long time, as long as I have, or people who are outside of the field who's trying to protect people that they don't even realize we don't want protection. We want the easier route too. I've done it the hard way for a long time. I don't want to continue. Let me give you guys an example, right? Back in the olden days, right? There was no cars, right? So everybody had to walk everywhere. Do you think that if you brought one of those people in today's society and said, hey, if you had to get to work walking like how you used to, or would you rather take a car now? Since we have cars, we got transportation. Do you think that they wouldn't jump for joy to be like, oh my God, I've been walking for years. You telling me there's a way I could get to work faster? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Hell yeah, I'll take the car. And they think that they're going to be like, well, walking is obsolete. You know what you type of people are? Those people who be like, AI is going to replace your job. You'll be the type of people who will be like, well, since cars exist, I guess there's going to be more fat people. I guess there's going to be more fat people since you don't have to walk anymore. You don't have to walk to your job anymore. That's exactly what y'all would be. But if y'all will pay attention to today's society, there's still people who take walks even though they have cars. There's still people who take the bus. There's still people who walk on trails like I do. I got a beautiful trail by where I'm at right now. I walk there every once in a while. I walk just to enjoy nature and be a part of nature. Just because the easier way exists, I can drive anywhere. I can drive to the store. But I would choose to walk because for me, I love to enjoy nature. I love to get out and just enjoy nature. I still have the access to the car. I'm not fat. It would be like, oh, everybody's going to be fat now since cars exist. That's what type of people y'all are. People who can't accept the new shit. And y'all don't even realize people will always resort back to the old shit every single time. It never fails. Okay. Yeah, if you hate AI, just remember one hentai artist can make hentai anime series. Okay, Only reason why I'm gonna read this long ass message is because it's coming from an animator. I normally don't read paragraphs like this, you know, like especially on, you know, in videos and shit. I hate reading. He said, okay, see, as an animator.